Sorry, from 17 once again. This is the finale to my Rise of the Tomb Raider Survivor difficulty video walkthrough. This is the Chamber of Souls and the final boss. So when you climb up to the top of this, there's going to be some cutscenes and exposition, and as soon as you get in control, you're going to get attacked by the chopper. I thought at the very beginning you got attacked by soldiers here, so that's why I'm in this defensive posture, thinking that people are going to come. And then they don't, and I don't know why that is. Maybe I misremembered it, but I'm almost certain I got swamped by a bunch of guys on the opposite side of this platform at the beginning. On this run, it didn't happen, and I couldn't tell you why, guys. I might be misremembering, but that's just what I thought happened. So here's the cutscene telling us how to hurt the boss. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to just wait for it to be in position. We're going to press X to call in the radio shot, and then we're going to shoot it when it's above it. So you'll notice I've changed my weapon from the last video so that I can have a good spread to hit this, and then immediately when you gain control, climb up here. The spot I'm going to show you is about 98% safe. There's a 2% chance the enemies can throw a grenade at you, but out of doing this about 3 or 4 times, I've only had one time where somebody threw a grenade. All the other times, I've never been touched, never been shot, never been challenged. All I'm going to do is wait here. As soon as they come around the corner, I'm going to shoot them. And all you're going to do is this. It's going to trigger a cutscene to show you that everybody's dead and the boss is back, and then it'll put you in position for the boss, so you don't have to move. You can let them all come to you. Really simple. As long as you've got the shells, and as long as you... See that? That's the cover system fucking me again. Teleporting because it's stupid. But you do this about 3 times, and I've done this maybe 3 or 4 times each, so out of all of those attempts, each time doing this 3 to 4 times, I have only ever once been injured. So this is by far the safest place I found. And ironically, it's the only place I found, because I tried it and it worked. I just thought immediately, higher ground, put my back against a wall, and it works. So hopefully you'll have the same success. But the boss comes back. I'm going to drop down onto the bottom floor because I really don't like being on the top. And all you need to do now is survive this cavalcade of gunfire. He's going to unleash everything at this point, missiles, gunfire, and then when he stops, they're going to tell you on the radio, make sure you're in a good position, call in the catapult, and then shoot it when it's above him. But only do it when you know you can land the shot, because it's a waste of time if you don't. So I'm going to wait for him to come to the left here, then I'm going to call it, then I'm going to shoot it. But you need to make sure it's above him. There's the cutscene, there's the checkpoint. It checkpoints on every part of this fight. Same thing again, guys. Run all the way back up to higher ground and stick your back against that wall. And the pathing of the enemies is such that they will never ever think to come round onto those steps behind us and shoot at us from that angle. It's never happened to me. I know I'll get a comment that says it happened to them, but in my experience, and that's 100% what I trust, it's never happened to me. And you can see them trying to shoot me now. You saw a bullet go behind me, but they couldn't hit me, and that's what's important. I don't care about close calls, I care about actual calls, and this works. He vanished. Wonderful. I'll have to Google, find out if that patch gets rid of this randomly disappearing enemies. My first playthrough, never even saw a single enemy do it. My walkthrough happened all the bloody time. As soon as we hit this last third of the game, fucking Houdinis. But these armoured guys take a beating, so I saved the Inferno shells for them. I saved the Dragon Breaths for them. And you'll see that sometimes the Dragon Breath, as powerful as it is, maybe because my gun isn't upgraded enough, it doesn't do the business you would think it would do. Like, look at that. And I know that is not the optimum range for a shotgun. That's the optimum range for a shotgun, and the beast still took it. What a guy. It's like being hit by a train from 2 yards and he's taking it on his chin like a champ. But it's gone quiet now, and I think it's done, and it's going to teleport me with a cutscene. So there's the cutscene. This is the final sequence. So all you need to do now, weather the storm again, and then shoot him one more time, and you've beat the chopper boss. Absolutely simple. So here he goes, firing missiles. The entire place is crumbling, shooting, all kinds of stuff. I sit over here by this brick wall that's half broken, and I'm just going to wait for that radio signal. And how simple is this? You know, I've killed some last bosses in my time, but this is something else. There's the missiles, doesn't even fire them at the right place. You ain't Harry or son, Metal Gear Solid 2 for life, and just wait him out. Like right now, I can shoot the projectile without ever being at risk of taking damage. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And there you go, guys. A flawless, no damage strategy on the hardest difficulty against one of the last bosses. Piece of piss. Now, it's going to warp to us in this stealth sequence. So right now, there's a bunch of Deathless, all patrolling. They don't know where you are. In this room, there's tons of mushrooms, there's tons of all kinds of stuff. And you can, if you want, to stealth attack them. Instead, I get 3 of them there with 1 shot. There's a couple guys left, and after you kill this last guy, there's a second spawn. So I think it's him, and I think it's the next spawn. And because I know I don't need these arrows for the last boss, I don't have to be strict with them. So watch, that signifies the next people coming. They're going to run into the room. You'll see there'll be symbols above their head because they're kind of alert. If I'd have known that spawn better, I could have jumped across and killed them all on the spawn. Do that. Instead of looking around like I did, spawn kill all of them with 1 arrow. It took me 2, so it's not that much longer if you don't do it, and then you've done that. Look at that, what a joke. And now, last boss. Last boss is a stealth fight. You have to hit him twice. The first time, it's easier to hit him from being on top of a pillar. The second time, you have to do it from the ground because of he destroys the pillars. The gimmick here is the game wants you to throw a tin to distract him and stab him in the back. If you stab him from in front, he counters you. I thought the game had crashed at this point, by the way. And you notice how it's auto-saving too? I was really worried I was going to lose my entire save. And I was hoping you could chapter select because I'd have done it on my other file if it was the case. If I had to play the entire game again, this guide would have gone on hiatus. Because I don't want to be playing this game from start to finish 2 times in a row in the space of 2 days. It's too much. You know, it's a great game, but it's not that great. And here we are, guys. Final boss. Steals your bow, which takes all your guns off you for some bizarre, profound reason. And then stealth. So I roll all the way over here, I scramble to the back of this, and I jump up on it, but I do not climb up. He's going to fire a grenade, does it every time. Wait for it to blow up, and then get sight of him. He's now going to rush you. When he gets close, climb on top. Wait for your moment, and then death from above him. Once you've done this, it does the same thing every time. He shoots a bunch of shit, he fires a bunch of grenades, and then when you're in control, you're all the way over here. So what you want to do is you want to go to your right and get behind the pillar. You can pick up the container if you want to, but I come to this shield. Where he goes now is a little random, but he's going to come to you because he knows where you are. It's that bullshit omniscient AI of, I don't know where you are, but I'm going to walk directly towards you and creep up on you. And where he goes now is kind of random too. So I'm going to wait until he turns around, and then I'm going to throw this tin, and I'm going to scramble towards him and stab him in the back, but only when he turns his back. So there he goes, turns his back, and we're done. Right now, press B. If you don't do it, you'll die, and if you don't time this, it'll kill you. So both those quick time events can result in instant death. The good point is I think there's a checkpoint after the stealth. However, those 2 hits during that stealth moment, you have to do them all on the same checkpoint. So if you fuck up on the second phase, it's all from the first phase. But really simple boss, pretty simple game, guys, but I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope this walkthrough helps people suffering if you're having any trouble. But as always, folks, thank you very much for watching, thank you for supporting, and you take care now.